Versatile Mage. Chapter 129. Curse Element. Since they left, let's start harvesting the treasure. Tusk, a fire soul seed. If I obtained it, then Yunmei would definitely kneel down for me. Let's see if she'd still act all virtuous as she ignores me every day. The man with a mole on his face said, "Give this thing to me, and I'll give you guys some other good things," Dongfang Jun said firmly as he tidied up his expensive clothing. The others were shocked before forcing apologetic smiles. No matter how dissatisfied they were, they still did not dare to oppose Dongfang Jun. Although each of them was indeed an intermediate mage, Dongfang Jun was a direct disciple who could dine at the same table as those from other noble sects. These people simply didn't have the guts to fight him for it. "I'm sorry, this thing belongs to me. As for other benefits, if my mood is good, I'll let you all die a little less painfully." As the four were preparing to reap their harvest, a cold, gloomy voice drifted toward them. An extremely pale-looking youngster with a baseball cap and a somewhat handsome face walked forward. The chaotic atmosphere left from the earlier magic battle suddenly turned into a biting cold that penetrated their skin, right down to their bones. This man had the aura of an expert and an indifferent killing intent. The person who looked like a runaway scholar suddenly revealed ruthlessness akin to a magical beast. His emotionless gaze swept past the four magicians from the Dongfang family. "Who are you this time? Humph, you actually want to reap our prize after we worked so hard for it?" Dongfang Jun's face immediately showed anger. "You might have heard of my name, Chao He." The man slowly removed his hat, revealing half his face twisted into a demonic expression. What shocked everyone was the brand on his forehead, clearly burned in with a branding iron. Those with such a mark were usually sentenced to death by the magic trials. "Chao He, it's the killer magician," the man with combed hair exclaimed. "Dongfang family, if I remember correctly, you have a girl called Dongfang Kinga. She seems quite delicious," Chao He said with a laugh. "You bastard, you dare to toy with a disciple of our Dongfang family." "Oh, toying with her wasn't anything special. What I meant was she was quite delicious when I ate her." Chao He licked his lips like a bloodthirsty demon. The four felt chills crawl down their spines. They knew that Dongfang Kinga had been taken away by this madman. None of them had expected that he would actually eat her. On the other side, Mo Fan glanced at Tang Yu, his heart rippling with a wave of fear. This person was so insane that he'd even eat a human. What difference was there between him and a magical beast? "That's why we cannot let him go this time," Tang Yu whispered, her eyes cold. "The four people of the Dongfang family aren't weak, they should be able to." Before Mo Fan could finish, Chao He burst into eerie laughter. His laugh was dreadful, like the screech of a blood-sucking bat. As he laughed, Mo Fan noticed something black slowly descending from above. It looked like a spider web, but also like the claw of some vicious creature slamming down. "I was actually here before all of you. In fact, this demonic pit was a gift I prepared for our meeting." A black claw and a black spider web manifested. When the four men looked up, they saw the trap enveloped in black mist, the shadow of a monstrous spider. Its numerous eyes glinted with greed, making them feel as if their souls were being drawn in. "It's the curse element. Retreat!" Dongfang Jun shouted, his face pale. Everyone panicked. They had never seen magic like this. Thin, unseen black silk binding their bodies. If they closed their eyes to cast magic, those greedy eyes and the horrifying body of the spider would appear in their spiritual world. Its revolting form and countless eyes paralyzed their minds, making it impossible to control a single star. "Oh no, we're too late," Tang Yu said, her face turning pale. She had planned to strike when Chao He attacked the Dongfang family, quickly eliminating him. She hadn't expected that he would have already set up a curse web, instantly binding the four men. Spells from the curse element were sinister and cunning. If you weren't careful, you couldn't defend against them. The Dongfang family had been fully focused on the hunter magicians earlier. Exhausted, They had no chance to resist when Chao He unleashed his intermediate curse magic, sweeping them up with ease. Worse still, this sinister spider trap had been cultivated to the 3rd level. At that level, the spider's spirit became a phantom that entered the victims' minds, leaving them with no way to resist. The Dongfang men were strong, but against this kind of curse, they were helpless. Once caught, they were no different from sheep waiting for slaughter. We should be thankful we didn't appear earlier, or we'd be the ones trapped, Mo Fan said grimly. The fugitive Tang Yu had come to deal with was more frightening than a magical beast. He was like a spider, laying an invisible web for prey to walk into unknowingly. When they struggled, that was when the god of death struck. If they had a spirit element or a light element, they could still survive. Otherwise, they're dead for sure. Tang Yu wanted to save them, but her fire and dark elements were powerless against curse magic. How about lightning? Mo Fan had already taken out his Star Atlas book. Tang Yu shook her head. All curse element spells are cast beforehand. Even if lightning killed the caster, it wouldn't matter, the curse would still keep draining their lives. From the moment they entered this place without realizing, their lives no longer belonged to them. This guy is truly dreadful, Mo Fan muttered. Tang Yu bit her lip, her expression solemn. As a judge of the magic trials, she had an obligation to save people. But now, she could only watch the curse consume them. Acting rashly would not help. She could only wait, for the moment Chao He relaxed his guard while taking the Fire Soul Seed. That would be her chance to strike. If he escaped today, who knew how many more would fall victim to him. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.